occasion, no?
All right, happiness?
That's the story, my man.
Well, yes, guys, bringing on to our second panel here, and I'm very excited about this. We announced it last week. It's been very lively since then. I think it's gone down very well. An interesting fight, I think you'll all agree, on our co-main event for the 27th of September. Mr. Michael Venom Page against Richard Kiely. Thanks, guys.
The face of Bellator.
Just want to kick it off with Michael. Get straight into it. What do you think about this matchup, and is this a worthy opponent?
Hell no. It's just a warm-up.
Then why you fight me for? Why'd you ask for?
I got a fight in November in London.
You're not going to make
this
it?
It's a warm-up fight. He was running his mouth. He's been running his mouth for a long time. That's what he does. It's fine. He started chatting shit about some of my teammates. It kind of forced me to pipe up a little bit. I don't like to get involved in other people's stuff, but
they can't back up their own. They can't stand up for themselves, you know.
And obviously he bit back, a little bit of stuff online. Bellator offered me the fight. I was like, if you're seriously gonna pay me what you pay me to fight this guy, then why not? It's an extra payday. And one for the fans. So I actually always wanted to come and fight in Dublin as well. Got some amazing fans over here, so why not? That's it, really.
Well, I think
a point of order. He actually asked for the fight. He actually asked for the fight. So don't be telling lies, Pinocchio.
Well, Richard's been saying he's got a KO in him. What do you think of that?
He tapped to a submission I wasn't even on. What the fuck are you talking about? He ain't got shit in you.
And you like to stay active, though. I think it's fair to say you like to keep busy. So is this part of the game plan?
Stop rubbing that chin. It's not even there.
It'll be a busy year, so I'm trying to get as many fights as possible. This one, it just popped up. It was there. I'm going to take it.
I think it's really interesting. As I said before, I think we've got a great MMA fan base in Ireland, very knowledgeable fan base, and I think they'd be very welcome to have someone of your caliber over here. But you are going to be fighting a local lad in his hometown. Does that worry you?
No, not at all, not at all. I think I've probably got more Irish fans than he has. It's just the face of Area 51 over there. So ain't shit.
You look like a reptile, man. That's what you're saying. You call yourself Venom because you look like a reptile.
That
You're the
ugliest
man in the world.
That was funny.
It was funny.
No, it was funny. It was great.
Keep clapping, man. Enjoy
So,
that.
Rich, you've got a habit of calling out the big names, and you've landed yourself quite a big fish here. Now you've actually got to get in the cage and fight him. How do you feel about that?
It's no problem. It's no problem at all. Well, listen, I'm a realist. I know that everyone, even in here, thinks that he's going to win, and that's a mismatch. Okay, based on the fact that of a 3-1 record, he's got 14-1. So I even know he thinks like he's the one that, by the way, he's the one that asked for the fight. So, but he's the one that's in for a shock, and everyone here is going to be in for a shock as well. So let him. I'm happy that he's underestimating me. I'm happy that everyone here is underestimating me, because when I punch a hole in his chest and knock him out. Then
you're going to knock me out from punching a hole in my chest. That's interesting.
Well, come here, listen. All I needed was a little touch in the chin the last time. It wasn't a little arm punch and you fell asleep.
Oh, great.
Yeah. How was that chin, by the way?
You've said he's one-dimensional, but there must be something in his army that worries you.
He is one-dimensional. Come here, listen. What he does very well. He's a blitz 1-2 merchant, though. That's all he does. You're a blitz 1-2 merchant. So we're going to see how you're going to fare out against somebody who knows what you're going to do.
So what's the predictions for the Friday night, and then what's next for Richard Kiely?
So I'm going to knock him out, and then it's not beyond the realms of possibility. I did it in Bama. After 2 fights, I went for a world title. So when I knock out Vagina Page over there, I'm going to be going for a world title as well.
You got a swell in there. What happened?
I watched your Paulie and Daly fight and fell asleep and hit the ground. That was funny, wasn't it? Give me another clap there. That
was good.
Well, I'm sure I've got a sneaky feeling someone might have some questions for these guys, so I'd throw it over to the floor.
The face of Bellator, please.
All right, the face of Bellator. This is your first time going face-to-face with Michael Venom Page. What are your first impressions?
Pretty ugly. That was my first impression when I saw him on the camera, and then up close, my first impression was correct. He's a face like a melted welly.
Michael, I suppose same question for you.
I don't. Seriously. I'm just going through the motions right now. It's a warm-up fight. I'm not even taking it seriously. Good. Rightly or wrongly, so I'm not taking it serious.
David, Richard has been calling big guys out for a long time. How easy was it for you to make this fight? Because he's been calling these guys out for a while, but obviously 3-1, 14-1, you might want to have him do more fights. How easy was it for you to sign this one up?
Well, I mean, look, I think it's just a very interesting fight. I don't think there's anyone in this room who's not excited to see this fight for one reason or another. I think from stylistically, it's going to be an interesting fight. I think, Rich is very vocal, as we know. I've known him for a long time, and he's great at the build-up to fights, and he makes you want to see a fight, which is, what it's all about. Seeing MVP here in Dublin at 3 Arena packed, I think, is going to be something very, very special. So, when you added it all up, I think it just made a lot of sense to put it on this card, and I think it's a very worthy co-main event for which is going to be a brilliant night of fighting.
You don't view it as a mismatch?
Sorry?
You wouldn't view it as a mismatch?
Not at all, no.
The other thing that people need to realise, everyone's talking about how vocal and all this kind of carry on that I am. I bring knockouts. I knock a legitimate one-shot knockout power. We've already seen what happens when he gets hit on the chin. He goes out. He got hit with an arm punch by a static, slow Lima. So when I land on him, he's going out cold. And you can laugh all you want, but the evidence is there. You went out with a little chin twitch already, so you can laugh all you want. But you're fighting against a guy who's faster than Lima. I've proven that I can put people to sleep with one shot, and you've been proven that you get a little touch on your chin and you go out.
It's hard to take it serious, man. I swear.
I don't care when you take me serious or not, man. This isn't for you. This is the facts.
Anyone
This
else
is the
out there?
facts.
Richard, I spoke to you before about Michael Venom Page, and
what? Just while you have the microphone there, okay? We had a conversation prior to his fight with Pauline Daly, the Pauline versus Vagina fight. Okay, what happened?
well, you called it the way it went.
Yes, I said it was going to be a snooze fest, and that's exactly what it was. This fella is an athlete. He's not a fighter. He likes being the hammer, doesn't like being the nail. He's a bully. This is what he tries to do. He thinks that he's going to, exactly what he says, he thinks this is a warm-up fight. He's going to fight a 3-on-1 fighter. He's going to get him back in. Don't think I don't see what people are saying as well. He thinks he's going to get himself back in the win column. That's not what's going to happen. He's going to be really, really surprised when he wakes up and he's going to go, what happened? And I'm standing on top of the cage, you know, proclaiming myself as the face of Bellator, and he's going into retirement.
That was the question I was actually going to ask you. You know, the reaction to this fight from a lot of people are saying what you said about some of his old opponents, that they're cans, that they're bums. A lot of people are saying you're a can and you're a bum now. What's your reaction to that?
Let them. Come here. This is all. That's all the better for me. It raises the shock factor when I knock them out. So, and let them. These are people that are ignorant of fighting. You know, they look. They're armchair fans. You know, like this. He's talking about like, or the people are talking about his 14-1 record. Like, who was he fought? He fought Pauline Daly, which was practically a cure for insomnia. He's fought Lima, and we all saw what happened. He got a chinectomy in that. And he fought an over-the-hill cyborg, stuck in the mud. It was like watching someone in slow motion. So, who has he fought apart from that?
And I suppose kind of the similar question for Michael then, you know, when you fought Paul Daly and you fought Lima in your last fight, maybe a lot of people thought that was kind of the transition from your career to fight some of the top guys in the world, and now you're back with all due respect to Richard 3-1. Why did you take this move? Why did you kind of not keep fighting the top guys in the world that are there right now?
Because he's not good enough.
Bellator, like I said, give me the fight, and I'm like, if you're going to pay me to fight this guy, I'm not going to say no to that. And I get to fight in Dublin, which is a place I wanted to fight in. There's a couple of places that I want to fight. Dublin was one of them. So opportunities there, I'll take it.
Is there any chance you overlook him because of that? Because you just think it's an easy payday and it's one you just walk in here and take a win?
Like I said, if it's rightly or wrongly so, I overlook this guy. I'm looking about focusing on November. I'm coming here to have fun, to have a party. It's a warm-up fight for November when I come back to London.
Gonna be partying with no jaw after.
How's it going, lads? Dave, first of all, you must be really enjoying this back and forth online, the way, like, there's no real, like, bad blood, really. I think they're having a bit of crack online, and then the fans get what they want. But, lads, for people at home, where did, like, the origin of this happen? Like, how did this all come about?
Just before, just don't credit him. Don't credit him with all these back and forths. This is his little lady friends that are doing all these memes from. I'm doing them in between work. I slipped out from work for an hour to just talk to this moron, right? But don't be crediting him with any. This fella's a moron. This fella needs to take his shoes off to count to 20. So don't be crediting him with any intelligence that he's doing these memes. He's not doing them.
Finished?
I haven't decided yet.
No, I think obviously we love a fight that people are getting excited about, and I think everyone's very excited about this fight. I think it's great to see, you know, Richard fighting again. He's always, to be fair to him, he's very exciting fight. He's always brought an exciting fight, and you know, with sitting next to probably one of the most exciting MMA fighters we've ever seen. So to have them both in the cage together in Dublin in the 3 arenas, perfect. And you know, the build-up's been great so far.
Yeah, the Irish fans are loving it, to be honest.
Question from Michael over here, sorry, at the back. You know, that's been made of both of you guys coming from these striking backgrounds, both of you are decorated at striking level. What do you think of Richard's striking accomplishments? What do you think of his credentials?
Have you actually seen his accomplishments in the kickboxing?
No, I haven't.
Do you wanna share, or is it that embarrassing?
I
Okay, he basically hasn't done that much in kickboxing, so it's that's what I mean. There's nothing. He doesn't offer anything. He just talks the talk, and he has spoken his way into a big fight, and good on him. Like, he's looking to hit the lottery, but it's just not going to happen.
So you don't see Richard as a world level striker?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. He's terrible.
I'd ask you the same question, Richard. What do you think of MVP striking accolades?
Not a whole lot. Like I said, he's one-dimensional. We've had this discussion before on Severe MMA. He's a blitz 1-2 merchant. That's all he is. If you have a look at his videos, his kickboxing videos on YouTube. The guys he's fighting, they fought that runt that he hangs around with, Alfie Lewis. I think Alfie must have been about 16. So he fought someone that was substantially.
Who's the guy you're training with now? Dave Hefferman. Ask him what I did to him at the Worlds in the final.
Someone who's substantially.
You're training with a guy that I smashed at the Worlds.
Who am I training
Go and
with?
ask him.
Who am I training with?
Go and ask Dave Hefferman, the guy you're training with.
You
training with.
Smashed Dave Heffernan.
Go and ask him. Go and ask him what I did to him at the
Dave's
Worlds.
50 years of age, you
Go and ask
moron.
him.
Well
Go and ask
done.
him what I
That
did.
just proves my point that
Go
I'm
and ask him
saying.
what.
You like
How
people that have
old?
been
How
allowed.
old was I?
You think you're a
How
bully.
old was I?
You're talking
It's
about
him in his
smashing a guy
prime
who's 50
in the
years of
Worlds.
age. What a moron.
In the Worlds, he's 50 years now.
Now,
Yeah.
there
How
you
long ago?
go.
How long ago was I in
50
kickboxing?
years of age. And
How
you're-
long ago was I in kickboxing?
You're boasting about beating
Bro,
up a guy who was 50 years
you're gonna
of age.
retire again.
You're
Trust
a
me,
moron.
very quickly. You're gonna
You're
retire
actually an
again.
idiot.
After this fight, you're
I'm
retiring
actually, I
again.
knew you were dumb. I actually
You're-
didn't realise you were this stupid.
You're
You're
gonna
just
retire
boasting
again.
about beating up a guy who's 50 years
The
of
guy
age.
you're training with,
You're
for me, in preparation for me.
Well, first of all, I'm not training
You're
with him
mad.
in preparation for you.
You're
I was training with him.
mad.
I was training with him in preparation for the film. And come here.
Whatever, man.
You're a moron. I
Alright,
can't believe
thank
you're
you.
just out there boasting about. So anyway, to go back to you, PC, right? So this fella, that highlight, I don't even need to answer about this fella's accolades. He's boasting about beating a fella who's 50 years of age. By the way, if Dave had been in his prime, he would have given you a wedgie and robbed your lunch money, you moron. So,
I didn't understand that.
So, anyway, that's the type of person that he is. This is the type of person. So he thinks that he's picking on a 3-1 fighter, and exactly what he said. He thinks this is going to be an easy fight for him. So let him. Let him. I don't care what this fella thinks. This isn't about him. This is about me. This is about me becoming the face of Bellator. And you
Come in the face. I thought you are the face.
I am the face, but you're going to recognise it after it. When your face and your jaws swing.
Go on Bellator website. I don't think you got a picture on there.
Surprised that didn't knock you out.
Anybody else?
I have a fashion question for Richard. Can we
Are you going to ask about him dressing like a 16-year-old virgin? Is that what you're going to ask?
No, I was going to ask, are the little pink hot pants going to be making an appearance?
I wore them well, didn't I? So Avon, if you're out there and you're looking for a brand ambassador, I'm your man.
Oh yeah, the face. The face.
Yeah, I am the face. It's about time you start recognising that.
I didn't see a fashion question coming, but a good one. I like that.
Are the little pink hot pants coming back out again? That's, I don't know.
Shit.
It's a surprise for us all.
I wait in bated breath. Anyway.
Just one more question there for Michael. I spoke to Richard there a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about this fight before it was announced. And a lot of people, including Richard, think you might go for a takedown in this fight, go down there early and go to take the fight to the ground. Is that a possibility?
Definitely not. There's no need to. There's definitely no need to. Most people do the same thing. Anybody that kind of believes they have the ability to strike with me and end up doing the takedown, taken down, like that's just normally what it is. They believe that they have the same ability that I have, or they believe they don't believe in my ability. They try to strike with me, it doesn't work, and then they try to take me down.
Worked for Lima.
It did.
He stroked you.
It did.
Did.
Definitely did.
Did you're slurring your words here a little bit too?
It's from the punch, yeah. I'm still dizzy.
Great.
Any further questions?